Hi, my name is Yogya Bhatia and I'm a legal intern at LEXIS and Company. Today I'll be talking about money bill. A money bill is generally concerned with the issues related to taxes, borrowing and expenditure of money, audits and accounting, consolidated and contingency funds, etc. A money bill is defined under Article 110, subsection 1 of the Indian Constitution, which states that a bill is said to be a money bill only if it deals with provisions which are related to the imposition, abolition, remission, alteration, or regulation of any tax, the regulation of the borrowing money, or the giving of any guarantee by the Government of India, or the amendment of the law with respect to any financial obligation undertaken or to be undertaken by the Government of India. The custody of the consolidated and contingency fund, the payment of money or withdrawal of money from these funds, the appropriations of money of the consolidated funds in India. Any matter incidental to any of the matters specified in subsection clause A. Characteristics of money bills. The characteristics of money bills are it deals with taxation, expenditure, and credits of the union government, consolidated funds, etc. It can be introduced in Lok Sabha only. Prior recommendation by the President is mandatory. Only a minister is competent to introduce and pass the money bill. A money bill has to be certified of the Speaker. Rajya Sabha cannot amend the bill. It can only recommend amendments. Within 14 days, Rajya Sabha has to return the bill to Lok Sabha. The absolute powers are vested in Lok Sabha. No provisions regarding joint committee. Money bill is a subset of financial bill. Types of money bills. There are two categories of money bill. The first one is appropriation bill. Article 114 of the Indian Constitution talks about the appropriation bill. This bill gives authority to the government to use the funds from the consolidated fund during a financial year. Second is financial bill. Though this bill is presented in Lok Sabha right after the presentation of the union budget to make the financial plans of the government operative for the subsequent financial year. All finance bills are money bill, but finance bill is defined under Rule 219 of the Rules and Procedures of Lok Sabha. How does a money bill become an act? In order to transform a bill into an act, the Constitution of India prescribes a systematic procedure which is mandatory to be followed. The procedure is divided into three readings. The first reading. The first reading includes the introduction of the money bill in the lower house of parliament, that is the Lok Sabha. The important features of the bills are introduced before the house by the member in charge and the bill is published in the official gazette. A money bill can't be introduced in Rajya Sabha. Thus, the process of the first reading is different in Rajya Sabha than that in Lok Sabha. During the first reading, the bill is received by the Rajya Sabha. The second reading. The second reading is further classified into two stages. At the first stage, a general discussion on the fundamental principles of the bill takes place. The representatives of different states and union territories give their opinions on behalf of the public. At the second stage, the bill is discussed clause by clause. Every clause and subclause is considered in detail through debates. Any amendment with regard to the bill, if desired by the majority of the House, is made. The same procedure is followed in Rajya Sabha but at the second stage. It cannot amend the bill even if it desires to do so. The Rajya Sabha has the authority only to recommend amendments. The third reading. The money bill is put to vote in the third reading in Lok Sabha. If the money bill is passed by a simple majority in the lower house, then it will be presented in the upper house. In the case of Rajya Sabha, the money bill is put to vote in the same way as in Lok Sabha. After going through these three reading processes, the bill is then placed before the President for his consent. As soon as the money bill obtains the consent of the President, it is declared as an act. Role of Lok Sabha in money bill. A money bill can be directly introduced in the lower house of the parliament, that is Lok Sabha. Before originating the money bill in Lok Sabha, it is mandatory to get the prior approval by the President. After being passed by the Lok Sabha, it is further presented in the Rajya Sabha. If the bill fails to attain a majority in Lok Sabha, it is considered as a defeat of the ruling government. Restricted powers of Rajya Sabha in money bill. When the money bill is passed by the Lok Sabha, it is then sent to Rajya Sabha. Although Rajya Sabha holds restricted powers in the matter of money bill, still it can suggest amendments in the bill. Furthermore, it depends upon Lok Sabha whether it accepts the recommendation of Rajya Sabha or not. Rajya Sabha is compelled to return the bill to Lok Sabha within 14 days from the date of receiving with or without recommendation. If the Rajya Sabha does not return the money bill back to Lok Sabha within the stipulated time, the bill is assumed to be passed by both the houses of the parliament after the expiry of 14 days in the same way as it would have been passed by the Lok Sabha and then placed before the president for his consent. Thank you.